Hey guys, I'm going to show you a couple of exercises today. This is a question that I got from a friend the other day. He says that he's not had any access to any gym equipment through the whole of the lockdown that we've had across pretty much the whole of the world, and he was asking me about some exercises that he could do at home with like no equipment. Now, this is just a simple sort of video today, just explaining two exercises that you can do. You might not be able to do the second one, but you should be able to do the first one. The first one is plain old push-up or press-up. Now, you've got various different ways that you can do the press-up or push-up. You can do the standard, the regular style that you would do with just wider than shoulder width. And if you're a bit more advanced, you can bring your arms in so that there's more tension on the tricep muscles, and it makes the exercise harder. So typically the more narrow you go, the harder it gets, and out to the further out to the side, the easier it gets mechanically. Now, you can buy things to do push-ups from most shopping centres like Home Bargains, Amazon, eBay, things like that. You don't need to have these. You can simply go on your hands or on your knuckles or whatever you feel like. You can even use two stools, and you can put your hands on the stools if you want to get a greater stretch. Now, if you're too advanced for the push-up and you don't want to be doing hundreds of reps, you can put your feet up, and it kind of turns it into like an incline press. So I'm going to do that today, and I'm going to show you the superset. And the next exercise that I'm going to do is a plain old-fashioned pull-up. Now, if you don't have a pull-up bar, you can kind of use, most people have got loft in their house. You can open up the loft and you can pull up probably, till your head touches the roof. You can't, you can't get up any further than that, and you can't. It's harder to do the underhand grip one because your head will hit the ceiling. But you do have that as an option. However, if you do have a cheap pull-up bar, or better still, if you're in a public park that's got monkey bars or whatever, most public parks have got things that you can exercise on nowadays. A lot of councils put them in. You can go down there, you can take your press-up handles, and you can do your superset there. So I'm going to show you this superset, and I'm going to do a superset with a bit of a twist today. This is kind of more for the advanced guys. If you're not as advanced, you don't have to do this. You can simply go with the two easier options. So I'm going to go from narrow press-ups, incline press-ups, narrow grip, to slightly wider. Sorry, my battery's running low. Slightly wider, and then we're going to go pretty much to failure. Then I'm going to go to pull-ups on my power cage. You won't have a power cage, just use your pull-up bar or the monkey bars or your loft or whatever. If you don't have any access to pull-ups, you're just going to have to forget that part of the exercise. And I'm going to go from the hardest position, which is kind of like, for me anyway, double overhand, maximum reps, and then I'm going to turn into the easier position and maximum reps there. So we've got a bit of a chest and back superset going on here. Now I've got the option here to then go into the neutral grip and do that, but I'm not going to do that today because it's unlikely you guys will have access to all this type of equipment. So I'll demonstrate the exercise. I've finished chest back and a little bit of triceps today, so I'm a little bit knackered, so hopefully this won't take too long. So I'm going to get in position. I've got these, by the way. You can get better ones. You can get ones that swivel. It's better for your wrists. So I'm going to get in position, relatively narrow grip, just about shoulder width. Then I'm just going to go failure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, failure there, out slightly wider. Don't think I'm going to get many reps here, I'm absolutely knackered. That's failure. Now, stand up over at the pull-up bar. Take off my hat because that weighs a couple of ounces. Overhand. We go failure. Then I'm going to go immediately into underhand. Bench back. Okay. Couple more. Maybe one more. Down into the easier position, underhand grip. Keep going. And that's it, that's all I've got today. I'm pretty knackered, so there you go, there's an option for you to hit a bit of chest and back from your home with minimal training equipment.